I've been practicing seduction and approaching women literally on the street and in the club and basically everywhere, every single little place you can imagine in this world. I've already done it. And I've been doing this for the past 15 years of my life. I am an emotional trainer. I can deal with your emotions. I can deal with your blockages. I can help you heal those traumas and wounds. And of course, I am studying NLP. And of course, I'm a hypnotherapist. So with that being said, the reason I'm telling you these things is because I want you to understand all of a sudden that you can actually rely on the information I'm giving you here. I don't want you to trust me on my words, but I do want you to listen carefully, to stay until the end of this video. The information is going to help you. Now, with that being said, you're starting dating again in your 40s. And obviously, the very first thing we want to think about is what exactly are the advantages for you to actually do that in a successful manner? Because we've been coaching a lot of guys from all over the world. We have boot camps literally every single month over here in Romania, Bucharest. And the guys that are coming from us are obviously from all over the place. And the thing is, they don't see their advantages, okay? So one big advantage is that by this age, you already have a financial success or financial secureness, which obviously is the very first thing you want to be proud of. By this point, maybe you know that women are looking for this. They want financial secureness, they want emotional secureness, safety, and of course they want physical safety as well. So by your 40s, you should be able to offer all of these three areas, okay? So that's a big advantage. Now, a big advantage you would have here is the fact that you're emotionally stable. And if for some reason you don't feel like it, then you definitely need to do some online sessions with somebody that can actually help you to understand your emotions, why are you feeling certain things, and to try to overcome them, to work with them, to release them, and to move on. So this should be an advantage in your 40s. If you're lacking it, do not let your ego stand in front of you. Do ask for help. It's nothing to be shameful about. We all suffer. We all have these fears. We all want to do stuff, and then we have blockages. We cannot do them. If you're 40 and by this age you don't have financial freedom, you haven't built a career, you don't have the woman you want in your life, if you don't have the relationship with your parents, maybe the one you wanted, if you don't attract the things that you want, then that signals a problem. That signals the fact that you're doing the same mistake as most of the people do. There is a puzzle in this society, a puzzle regarding human behavior, emotional intelligence, and everything regarding your psychological power, which is actually your material power, the power to materialize something. But also you have the spiritual power, and the people you've been hearing about, like Donald Trump and examples like this, people that have a lot of money, you don't see them very often, and blah blah blah, the people behind the people with power and stuff like that, they use a lot of spiritual power. So if you didn't attract in your life all these things, if you didn't make them, if you didn't create them, it's because you're still using material power. You have to use spiritual power, okay? And I'm going to teach you how to do that as well. Going to the second phase of the video, you want to ask yourself what a woman does really want. What does a woman really want? And when you think about that, there's a lot of things. Going to the second phase of the video, we want to talk about the myths, okay? There are a lot of things, a lot of beliefs that keep you blocked in the way that you are right now. If you've been procrastinating, if you didn't take action, if in general in life you don't get the things you want, that signals to us straight away that there are some issues. And usually there are a lot of beliefs and they are deep inside our subconscious and they keep us stuck. We don't find the answer, we can't see the answer, and we tend to believe that there isn't one person in this world that can actually point the finger and help us in a way and show us the direction. Yeah, our ego tends to give us this illusion like we are blocked and everyone around us is blocked and nobody knows the solution, the way we should go. However, the reality is there are people, and in fact people that watch your life from an outside perspective, from a witnesser point of view, yeah? These people can actually see the things that are not going in your life, and they can see your reactions, the way you judge people, the way you behave in life and stuff like that. So this is very useful sometimes. Other times you have people that only project stuff that doesn't represent you, stuff that actually show their inner frustrations. So you gotta understand your ego in order to understand the people in front of you. Only understanding your ego, you can understand me. Other than that, you're just gonna circle around in a lot of negative loops, which is exactly what 99% of the people do nowadays. So what exactly are those myths? One is that you're feeling like you are way too old. And it's funny to think about it, because if you talk to people over here in Romania, like youngsters, yeah, they're like 20 years old. If you talk to them, they will tell you that they are too young. So you're afraid of being too old, they are afraid of being too young. The reality is women, even like girls age 20, 25, they will always be inspired by older guys, okay, older than themselves. Why? Because you got to think about it. it. What makes you fall in love with a person? The fact that you can learn stuff from her, the fact that you feel inspired, the fact that she's a guiding light for you, the fact that she's giving you beautiful emotions. But in order to give you beautiful emotions, that means she's emotionally stable. So this is why I talked to you about advantages in the beginning of this video. You are emotionally stable. You are secure in terms of your career, your life. You are financially stable. You can offer her all the safety that she's looking for. You can be the guiding light. For a girl aged 20 to 25, you will be like a father, so to speak. Because at the end of the day, I know it sounds fucking weird, but at the end of the day, you gotta understand something. A woman is gonna look for a man that is very close to her father, because her father was an example. Even if it was a shitty one, the father is an example for her. So the guy has to represent 80% part of the father qualities, you know. So it's the same thing for us guys. Think about yourself. What do you like in a woman? And then think about it, like, aren't a lot of qualities from the woman that you fell in love with in your mother as well? So reality is everything comes from our parents. The way we see the world, the way we react, the way we behave, the way we talk about other people, the way we talk to people, the money that we do, it's all inner beliefs that we got from our parents. And so the people we like and we fell in love are gonna be a beautiful image of our parents, or at least a beautiful copy of them, you know, like a 80% copying sort of thing. So with that being said, you have a very big advantage when you're 40 years old and you want to date women, so to speak. If it's like 20 years old, 25, it doesn't even matter. Now, if you're dating a woman that is around 35 to 40 years old, representing your age, the beautiful thing about that is that they're very open to sex. They have already a lot of adventures. They don't have time to waste. So the difference between picking up 20-year-old versus 40-year-old is that with a 20-year-old, you can be playful, you can laugh a lot, you can jerk around. But with a 40-year-old, you gotta be like very manly, you gotta be straight to the point, you gotta be direct, you gotta have intent. And by the way, there are a lot of videos on this channel that I highly recommend you watch in the description in case you don't know how to do that, how to portray your masculine energy and stuff like that. It's very important for you to understand these things, because at the end of the day, I want you to be able to look yourself in the mirror and to ask yourself, what the hell am I doing with my life? And the reason I'm asking you this is because we have a lot of people, like I said, that are very successful financially wise. This is the people we address to. We want people that already have a career, a life on point, and they struggle with attracting other stuff. They want to become better in sales. They want to sell more. They want to attract women. They want to be a power everywhere they go, a shining star. So we don't have time to talk to kids, to talk to guys that didn't took a decision. You got to take a fucking decision right now, and this is your choice. The choice is right now. And one thing I want to mention over here is that you got to stop watching those fucking YouTube videos all over the place. At a certain point, you got to ask yourself, what exactly am I looking for? Okay, I like this guy, I'm looking at those videos. What exactly am I running from? Because watching all of these videos at the end of the day is procrastinating. You're still watching the blah blah stuff, which is amazing, but you're not taking action. So what exactly is holding you back? What shitty excuses are you finding yourself every single goddamn day? Because you might as well go on the field, approach the women you want. You might as well increase your social skill, because at the end of the day, money doesn't matter. It's just paper, you know, it's just a science to make more money. The people you meet, they can easily leave. If you got a woman, you got a child, you got a dog, they can die. Everything can disappear in this life. But one thing nobody can take from you is your social skill. So however fucked up your life is right now, however depressed you are, however things are not working and stuff like that, when you go on the street or in a venue, the only thing that matters is how people perceive you and how you manage to pursue them into getting to know you, into having sex or romantic relationships or whatever it is that you want. Now, another myth that I want to address is, what if I'm 40 years old and I'm too fat, or I'm too bald, or I'm, you know, like I'm tiny, I'm not tall enough? These are myths. The reason I'm saying this is that in this very second, I'm going to show you a lot of our students that, guess what? They're fat, they're bald, they're like not that tall. And these are old excuses, because you gotta understand, it's not like ages ago. Ages ago, a woman would choose the alpha male, yeah? She would go and have sex with the leader, yeah? The only one in the tribe. But right now, the same woman, she's gonna fuck the guy that is the most powerful, the most skillful and full of potential, but she's gonna fuck her cousin as well. Okay, so she's gonna fuck this guy that is actually on a scale from 1 to 10 is like a 6, like physically looking, yeah, but he has game. Or if he doesn't have game, he's just like, I don't know, the vibe is okay, the emotion. He's like very self-secure, self-loving. And this is what matters. So yeah, she's gonna fuck the guy that is a Calvin Klein model, but she's gonna fuck the bus driver also, if the bus driver has game. And now I want to tell you something. I want you to think about this. This is an experiment for you to solve right now. Who do you think is more successful? Subject A, which is a guy that is dressed very well, very fucking ripped, gym and stuff, fashion on point, money, yeah, and no game, zero seduction, zero skill, social skill whatsoever. And then you have a guy, subject B, which is actually dressed like shit, no gym at all, but 100% good game. Who do you think is gonna win? Okay, so before you answer, you have the beautiful guy dressed very well and stuff like that, yeah, attractive. He will open some girls. As shitty as he's gonna do this, some girls will respond to him. However, they're not gonna go and have sex with him because his game is shit. He doesn't know nothing about emotions, how to tease her, how to pull her home. He's gonna fuck it up. And then you have this guy that is gonna struggle a bit when opening the girl because he looks like shit. I mean, he's dressed in a very nasty way. He's like a truck driver. Not that I have a problem with truck drivers, but you know, it's like, you know, like tracksuit or something like that. So he's terrible when he opens, but he has good game. To the point that the woman is like, I don't give a shit, like he's dressed in this way, but the way he's talking to me, the way I feel about him, wow, this impressed me very much, you know? He makes me feel secure, he makes me feel funny, like everything is relaxed, carefree, passion, and full of enjoyment. So, of course, she's gonna go with the guy that has game, not with the guy that has only material stuff and is like superficial. Okay, so as people, we connect with the human beings that are deep, you know, that go deep, and it's about emotions, the way I feel around him, the way he feels about me. Is he judging me? Is he reacting to me? What are the inner buttons that he's actually managing to push inside of me? That is the question. And when you manage to do that, the world will be yours. And now I want to continue close to the end of this video that first of all, over here in Romania, we give you a big advice. You have to come here because Romanian girls are super open to dating. This is one thing you got to understand. If you, however, don't want to come over here, if you want to practice game over there, well, that's not a problem. But remember, we do offer online coaching and you should be looking for help because every single little info that you can actually find, if you find a guy that can actually help you, guide you, think of a strategic plan, well, you got to take all the help there is out there. When I started this thing called dating 15 years ago, I didn't know shit. There was not even YouTube. There wasn't a person that could come to me and say, hey, Lauren, I can actually see that you're reactive to the woman in front of you. That's why she rejected you. I didn't know that. So I would end up going home, crying like a baby, like a little bitch, because I didn't know what I was doing wrong. And, you know, time passes by, and by 40 years old, life is kind of short, and you kind of understand that you gotta move. 40 years old, I want to see in you a guy that is ready to take action. That when I tell them, there's a woman you like, yes, I fucking love her. And I'm like, why don't you talk to her? And you're like, I'm already there. You just didn't see me. And you're like already taking action. You should be taking action easily. You should be open to talking. You should know how to tease her, how to be playful with her. You should know how to take two women home at the same time, especially if you're managing your career so well, if you're financially stable, emotionally stable, not to mention. So we offer online coaching, and we also do coaching in person. You can have one-on-one sessions with us, boot camps every single month. And we also do Euro tours around Europe. With that being said, in the description, I would advise you to have a look. You will find more videos that we recommend on this topic, and you will find the email address where you can find my team, and you can book a 30-minute call with them and tell them more about yourself, get to know each other better, for us to work in person, to come with a plan for you, a plan of action, and then we can start working together. So, with that being said, think about it, because as I said, life is kind of short, and there are a lot of women out there. They can't wait for you to go to them and speak your thoughts, speak your mind, man, and tell them how you feel and what do you want from them and why they should go with you. These are some questions to ask yourself. Book a 30-minute call with one of my staff members on my email that you find in the description below. And if you qualify, if you are the right person, then I want to work with you. Just keep in mind that I don't work with everyone, and I would like you to not be upset in case you're getting rejected. It's obviously you got to work on some more stuff. I only work with serious people because my time is pretty important. So thank you so much for watching. No hard feelings, and see you next time.